always dressed perfectly, hair always in place, mustache thicker than the Black Forest of Germany, just sitting above that upper lip in the most presidential way that you could ever imagine. And I asked one time, what's that guy's name? Like, I see him all the time. He's always down on the field. He's walking with the ball. He deals with the referees. What's his name? And they're like, that's Tranquilo. And I'd be like, the white boy in me was like, what? And it's like, that's Tranquilo. I'm like, no, what's his name? And like, everybody calls him Tranquilo. So I know you've seen Tranquilo before. Julio Tranquilo Davila was the gentleman that you saw out there, and this gorgeous dark mustache. And he was in charge of dealing with the referees, and he was always a staple. If you saw him walking out, you knew soccer was about to start, right? You'd see him out with the ball or dealing with the referees or sitting at the main scorer's table. And then behind the scenes, he was a beloved member around the LA Galaxy. I've seen lots of people talk about how amazing he was, but he dealt with the referees. It was funny. I'll tell you a quick story. One is that I only called him Tranquilo. Whenever anybody asked, he was saying Tranquilo. And by the way, that was usually his response to things, was Tranquilo, Tranquilo. Let's see. I got to try to find this because I found this pretty amazing. But we got reached out to by an amazing referee, Corey Rockwell, actually reached out and was sharing a little bit of a story. Let's see if I can find it here, because I know I just saw it and I even retweeted it. This is what happens when you have to do something on your own. By the way, I blame Kevin for all this, because normally I can find these things really well. Here we go, from Corey Rockwell. He writes a story and he shows a picture of Tranquilo driving in a car, and I think he's got the referees in him, and he goes, Corey Rockwell says, Julio, Google Maps says to get off at the next exit. Julio, no, Google Maps. I use www.tranquilo.com. And Corey says, for some reason that I love now, I took a photo of that moment. I will miss him dearly. That's where we're at. So his family is putting together a GoFundMe. Tranquilito, who's his son, who is a listener to the podcast on occasion, and reached out to me